It's going down. We're yelling timber, you better move. Because hashtag freestellarblade is in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. The backlash is here. They lied to us. They said this game would be uncensored worldwide, and we've been seeing costumes get censored. We've been seeing graffiti art get censored. We've been seeing violence get censored. Why did we buy a game that's rated M for mature if there's not going to be anything gratuitous in it? We want blood. We want boobs. We want graffiti. All right? I didn't buy a game to play McDonald's Funland. All right? This ain't no Happy Meal. And right now, Shift Up and Sony, they're pissing a lot of people off to the point where they are literally by the thousands unsubscribing from PlayStation Plus. There's some people that are asking for refunds of Stellarblade, which, funny enough, Sony's actually giving refunds, apparently. This is once in a blue moon when this actually happens, but don't fall for it. Guys, clear warning, do not fall for the Sony refund. The wokies, the people in the gaming industry that have it out for Stellarblade, they want this to happen because they want the game to fail. They don't want it to make millions of dollars. They don't want it to sell millions of copies. They want it to fail, which is why there's speculation that the graffiti hard R situation was actually speculation. I'm not trying to say that it's fact, but that there was actually a little bit of a conspiracy between IGN, Kotaku, and other various wokey journalists to try to paint the game and give it bad press after it's been getting some really high review scores. I mean, it was sitting in the 7s, the 8s, the Metacritic score was fantastic. We can't have that, guys. This is a game that has a very sexually pleasing looking female protagonist. It has nothing woke in it. There's no LGBTQ narratives. We can't have this game be good, guys. So we have to find some graffiti in it. We have to tone down the violence. We have to censor the gratuitous cleavage that's in this game. Yeah, guys, this was all planned. All right? This is something that we need to fight back against. We need to go out and buy our copies of Stellarblade and hold on to them and sign this petition that Grumps has signed. He's been getting death threats about it, and he's a noble fight. Indeed, a noble, kind sir who should be knighted in the end. But millions and millions and millions of things are happening in the gaming industry, but the one thing that's coming to light is that there's a lot of people that want to control the narrative. They want to push certain agendas, certain narratives. You got Sweet Baby Inc., you have GamerX, you have other consulting firms that are pushing these agendas onto gamers, and they're doing it through nefarious means. And they have journalists on their side that are trying to shut people down whenever they fire back at this. Whenever they make stuff like petitions, you've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter actually being very vile towards Grums, to the point where they're offering to kill him. They're offering $20K for a bounty. You're seeing people attack people that are sharing this petition. They're calling it unhinged. Jessica Cogswell from GameSpot is calling it unhinged behavior, that gamers actually want the game to be what was promised. We were promised an uncensored game, and we're not happy with it. And that's what should happen. You should vote with your voice or your wallet or any kind of thing. That's what freedom of speech is. That's what freedom of being a consumer is. You're allowed to express your disdain, but again, these people that are in the echo chambers that want to censor this game, they need it to be censored so that we don't buy it. That's why they're doing it. They're trying to piss off the gamers, guys. They want us to be upset that they censored the outfits, the gore, and everything involved with this game so we don't buy it. They want it to fail, and the joke's on them. It doesn't look like it's going to be failing because a lot of people are buying into this game. A lot of the hype is being supported around hashtag freestellarblade, and it's going to be awesome. We're seeing a lot of people canceling their PlayStation Network subscriptions in protest of the censorship of it, and I think that's the best method. Don't return your game. Don't ask for a refund. Unsubscribe from PlayStation if you want to really stick it to them. You know, the official Stellarblade account, again, promised that it would be uncensored in all countries, and as a result, we've seen the opposite. We've seen the unpatched disc versions of outfits. We've seen the patch default. We've seen the new Game Plus variants. We've seen the gore. We even seen the director come out and say that they're aware of the issue and that the version they ended up with was a day one patch version, and it's not an answer that will satisfy users anyway, that there's internal discussions going on. There's all sorts of things at play here. And the petition, believe it or not, is causing a lot of change, whether you think so or not. Grum's laid out literally an 8-step battle plan that included contacting Stellarblade, contacting the Shift Up offices, personally sending them physical mail, unsubscribing to PlayStation Network, emailing Shift Up and Sony, and yeah, numerous gamers as a result are canceling their subscription. You can see Citry444 posted this tweet: cancel my subscription, undo the censorship, PlayStation and Sony, hashtag freestellarblade. You see Patrick Doolin said, hashtag freestellarblade, just ended my subscription, enough censorship. And you can see William Veras said, hashtag freestellarblade, if you censor games, I'll stop paying. That simple. And it just goes on. Censorship is bad, cancel PlayStation Plus, hashtag freestellarblade. I am done with PlayStation in this censorship. I paid for Shift Up's version of Stellarblade, not your censored version. Hashtag freestellarblade. At this point, last time I checked, there was over 25,000 signatures on this petition for Free Stellarblade. And if you look at the petition, it does have a noble cause. You can see that it's basically dedicated to restoring and getting us the true game that they want, that it's more than a game. It's become a cultural beacon for freedom of expression in a time where game publishers like Sony are censoring games more than ever. Stellarblade was a breath of fresh air, and gamers rallied behind it because it meant things were changing, getting better, and the voice of creative freedom was ringing loud and clear. But for reasons unknown, the game was censored. Changes were made. What we received after our good faith purchase was not the same as advertised. And that's it, right? We need to believe in this game. We need to step up. We need to make a change. We need to make a difference. Of course, the people that are against this are going to call it unhinged. Of course, the people that are against this are going to say that it's just a video game, that we should stop crying, that there's bigger things to worry about. But in regards to people that are censoring this game, you give them an inch, they take a mile. That's the old adage here, and it's proof. Look at some of the stuff that's also happened recently, like the Tomb Raider pinup posters being removed. That got reinstated because of the backlash. They tried to say that it was inadvertently done because of the patch, but let's be real here. Enough voices made some noise that Crystal Dynamics took note. And at this point, I think there's absolutely no way in hell that at least within the next couple days, maybe even today, that Shift Up and Sony will take note about what's going on with Stellarblade. So I just wanted to talk about it, guys. People are unsubscribing. What do you guys think? Have you unsubscribed personally? I stacked up mine. I got like 3 months. I mean, I got 3 years paid of PlayStation Plus before anybody says that. I paid for it all in advance. Like 3 back, you know. I paid for my PlayStation Plus like 3 Black Fridays ago. I had like years worth stacked up. But I'm holding faith that we will get something done with this petition. So sign it if you haven't. I'm going to leave a link down in the pinned description down below. See you on the next one.